First of all, a couple of things injury-wise. Not a good day today injury-wise. Mason Hayes has a fractured fibula, so he will be out indefinitely. I think his surgery is scheduled on Thursday. Ishmael Davis has a torn ACL and has torn meniscus and a bone bruise. And right now we're trying to schedule surgery for Monday, so he will be out probably for a year. Thurman Mobley has a second-degree AC sprain. He'll be questionable this week. And Dennis Johnson has a mild AC sprain and bruised ribs, and he'll be questionable this week. So 3 wide receivers that were injured in the ball game put a strain on that position for the week. We'll see where we go as far as game plan wise. Going back and watching the film, it's pretty much what we thought. Physically up front, we were not able to sustain up front. They were very, very talented up front on both sides of the ball. Blocked the run well. We missed 5 fits in the run game against the power that led to probably over 180 yards of rushing. We didn't block them up front to get our run game started. And when you don't block them to start the run game, you can't protect the passer, because now they just rush the passer on you. So that's probably the biggest area that I saw was in both lines. We weren't able to block them or stop the run, get off of blocks defensively up front. So I thought the swinging point probably happened early in the ball game. We missed an opportunity for a big play. We dropped probably a touchdown pass, and then the next play we turned it over for a touchdown. So, when you get plays like that, those are big plays that swing momentum in the ball game, and that probably had as much to do with the momentum and the emotional swing in the ball game, and then obviously losing 2 starters also is a factor. So we have to learn how to respond to adversity a little bit better. When you're a young team, that's one of the teaching points, that you have to go back and learn how to respond to tough times. And I think our kids are doing well. I think we went out yesterday and had a good practice, not a great practice, but a good practice. So we have to come back Tuesday and get ready. This will be, I think, opponent number 4 in a row that's played in the bowl game. 3 of the last opponents either played for conference championships or won a conference championship. So this has been a first 5 games has been a really good test, challenging test for our football team. So I'll open up for questions.
Coach, I asked Coach Mason, the safeties coach, the same question. Josh Allen for Wyoming. Mm-hmm. What in his skill sets kind of sets him apart from some of the other college quarterbacks out there? You hear about the number 1 quarterback, NFL draft pick, all that stuff. What does he have?
You just look at guys on tape. Usually when I've evaluated guys at that level, you look at their demeanor. He's obviously got the physical tools. He can, when you watch him throw the ball, he can throw it from the left hash to the right numbers on a rope. He's got all that, and the ball comes off his hand. He's not a big wind-up guy. It just kind of comes off his hand like it should for an NFL quarterback. He's struggling a little bit, I think, offensively, because they're trying to find a way. Anytime you lose a 1,800-yard rusher that you can turn around and do that to, and you lose, I guess, a guy got drafted last year off the offensive line. A couple guys that got this year, they got some injuries up front. So they're still trying to find their way offensively. But his skill set fits the National Football League.
Coach, back to UTSA, you had a number of bad snaps. Were they doing something to set off the center?
No, I think one of them was just on the center, and the other one was a true freshman that just walked in the game and snapped it back.
You know, after each game, you talked about how your really young offensive line improved even just a little bit. Do you feel that there was still some improvement on Saturday despite the loss?
I didn't think we improved very much at all. Again, I think the adversity, one playing a defensive line that was, I think that defensive line is as good as we played up front. And it was tough for our guys to get movement because we needed to get movement up front. And we weren't able to get any. So that's the thing that I looked at for our offensive line. We weren't able to get any movement.
You talked about the program growing and not wanting to have injuries derail where you guys are at. How do these injuries that you have affect building this team?
They're part of the game. So you're going to have injuries. What that does, that gives somebody else behind those guys an opportunity to go play. There'll be another young guy to have to step up and go play, so he'll get reps and have to grow and learn too. So,
what young guys do you think will get a shot? I mean, it's Caleb Tykford, TJ Bedford. There's a few young receivers you have out there. Haydell, of course, with his touch.
Yeah, Haydell will continue to play more. Twyford will play more. Those are the two that'll play more. We're not ready to put Bedford out there yet.
Coach, kind of a touching storyline this week was Clifton Lewis changing his jersey from 12 to 24. How has that impacted him?
Well, obviously he wanted to show some respect for his friend that was killed at Midwestern. I think he had a tough day playing. I think emotionally he played some, but I don't think he played very well. And I think that had a lot to do with he was just coming from a funeral. But I think we wanted to allow him to do that and show respect for his friend, and hopefully he can continue to honor his friend's memory.
Is he going to wear 24 the rest of the season?
I don't know. We hadn't talked about it. If he would like to, I'm fine with it.
Coach, you faced Coach Ball before. He was at North Dakota State when you were at Minnesota. You see a similar style of what he's got going now with Wyoming based on what he did at North Dakota State?
Well, I think, he helped build that program at North Dakota State, and he built it off, tough, hard-nosed kids, and you see that in the Wyoming program. You see tough, hard-nosed players. There's not a whole lot of 5 stars on their roster. They got good, hard-nosed kids that love football, and I think that's kind of their MO, which I kind of respect and like, is, go get kids that love the game. I think he's doing basically the same things that he did at North Dakota State that he's doing at Wyoming. I think he, first couple of years he was trying to get the culture in place and all those things, and I think last year was year 3. Was last year 3?
Yes. Yeah.
Last year was year 3, and they played for the Mountain West Championship. So I think he was trying to get things in place. I think he's starting to get that now. Had a draft choice last year in the offensive line, and a draft choice at running back. So I think he's starting to get the culture the way he wants it.
So do you see parallels there with what he's done at Wyoming and what you're trying to do here?
Well, I hope so. There's a great blueprint. If you want to use one, he's done it at 2 places. So yeah.
Coach, we talked about Josh Allen and Wyoming's offense. Defensively, they moved some guys around, it looked like, coming out last season, this season, safeties and linebackers. But what can you tell us about their defense? Yeah,
they're big up front. They've got they play a 4-down scheme. They've got 2 big guys in the middle. 93 is a really, really hard guy to block. They've got a guy on the edge. It's not a big physical guy, but he's long. I can't say his name, but he's a good-looking young man. He plays really hard. And they have a number of them, so they rotate guys. And that'll be a big issue for us. We're going to play at the stadium. It's I think the highest in the country, 7,000 feet. So we're going to have to take everybody. It's going to be all hands on deck because we're going to need guys to roll in the game. So there are going to be some guys that hadn't played much have to play in the ball game just to keep going. And they do that a lot on defense. You see, I turn on a series. There's these 4 guys, and 2 series later there's a different 4 guys. So they got a number of guys. They roll out there and they let them play. And they play hard. They play really hard.
Scheme wise, do they remind you of anybody already?
No, they're not. They're not a 3-down scheme. They're more of a 4-down scheme. They're going to be in some quarters. They're going to play cover 2. They like to, in long yardage situations, play Tampa 2. They're not they don't have a whole lot of defense. I think they just do what they do well and play hard.
You spoke about sea level, the elevation. You guys, your only other road game was in Colorado this year. Did you do anything different to kind of prepare for it then?
No, this is a different sea level here, though.
Yeah.
This is much different than Colorado. So, we'll have to, I think hydration will be big for us, and obviously, getting a lot of guys prepared to play, because this is one you won't be able to, be able to duplicate, to get ready for. You'll have to play a number of guys.
With Ishmael Davis being out, obviously Dean Taylor's going to play a little more. Any other D linemen that might?
Grant Lanzo will probably play a little bit more.
We were seeing him at nose tackle. You think
Probably play some tackle for us. Yeah, probably play. And again, we haven't discussed it as much yet. We will tonight. Jordan Mitty will probably play more in for us, and Dean will play tackle, and Grant will probably play more tackle for us.